Green. Say hi to the world there, big boy. Amanda, can I tell everybody what you've done to my dog?
Yes. He goes.
This is Ace, everybody. I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny. That's what the title says on this video. Amanda stole my dog last night, took him home, and she's got a herd of dogs, okay? A pack. And he went home, and they played all night, late in the evening, and this morning he came back collapsed. He's not been worth a flip all day. And look, he slept all day, and now he's ready to go when it's my bedtime. So Amanda has messed me up and the dog up, huh, buddy? This is Ace. See how his hair's getting blonde from the sun?
Yeah.
And out here in the parking lot, when we're outside, he runs from shade to shade to shade. This is his first summer being alive, all right? So he doesn't know what hot is, and he's figuring it out. Yep. So we're in the middle of not in the middle, it's really a little warm for June here in Tennessee.
Yeah.
We were up in probably the upper 80s today.
It was hot.
Yeah. He's fired up.
Now he's fired. Now he's ready to start
and
playing around.
So out in the sun, but in the shop, it's really nice in the shop. I think it is.
The shop's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyway, thanks for tuning in. We're going to show you what's going on around our factory where we build tiny homes. And I don't know, from last episode, we talked about competitor builders that were, wanting to know about us and what we're doing. If you know anybody that builds tiny homes, tell them to watch us, because I'll show them everything I got in business.
And we're a little later today.
Yeah. We've been trying to get on.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
Oh, Amanda got all, and this is Sam. It might be my mom. She calls the same number. But I need to charge my phone too. But normally we come on, but there's been a lot going on. We've had just work to do. We loaded up the truck for going to Kentucky tomorrow. And there's always just a million things going. And then Amanda and I were sitting here talking about this stuff, talking about life, talking about what we were doing. And it was kind of, it's funny how things change and things go in just how you think about stuff. And before you know it, you actually think different than you really thought you did when you didn't really take time to get to know who you are, Like you think you look at life one way, but you really don't, Right. Like, you know what she pointed out to me? And I know, look, if you don't want to watch tiny homes, just turn me off now, or if you don't want to hear me talk. Somebody told me not to ever say that I'm boring, and I don't think I'm boring, but if you're here to look at tiny homes, tune me off and see that little dot go on your TV. But we were talking about passion and about life. And I know I've talked a lot about passion, to have a passion in life. And she said she didn't have a passion, really doesn't want a passion. She just is satisfied to live, right? Just to have kids and go to the grocery store and raise dogs and flowers. And I think that's awesome. I think that's tremendous. And I started to think about me as a passion. And I've been talking about a passion, and maybe I don't understand what a passion is, and I always say, hey, I got to have something to get you out of bed. So it's weird. What I'm doing just evolved. It just became. I didn't get into this and say, I want to do this, and this is my goal,
It was a passion.
Yeah. I mean, some people, as a kid, they want to be that certain thing, a singer or a doctor, an astronaut or whatever it is, a dog trainer. That's to say, they just long to be that. I have never longed to be anything. Probably the one thing that I've longed to be in my whole entire life, and I never became it, like the deep-rooted goal that I ever wanted, I probably wanted to surf in the ocean. I love, love, love the ocean. And I've never gotten to really spend a lot of time in it. And I know that I would just been massively interested and content in that. And I never did, and that's fine. So my life went from, I always said, if this business was raising goldfish, I'd have raised the biggest, baddest, fastest, colorful, smartest, highest jumping goldfish there ever was on the market.
Right.
And I think it's just whatever I do. When I was a school teacher, I tried to be the most creative, whatever I was in, I wanted to do it, And so now that, I'm into this and I started and it just steamrolls and it goes, I could see where this business could have went when I first started because it's kind of mapped out. You can see how simple this process is. And I love manufacturing. I always thought, it'd be kind of cool to have a manufacturing position, job or a business.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. And the only reason is because you can get more done than just you building them. And it wasn't a passion. It was just an interest. It was a business thing. It was a way to make money, right? And so we want to make money, and that's why we're all working. I'm not on a fixed income. I don't have a check coming in. I don't have a retirement yet or a Social Security or anything.
And too, something
lost
I
it
know
all.
that sometimes something that you're good at is not really what you're passionate about, but I know that you're good at teaching also.
Loved teaching.
You've always been good at teaching.
Loved the kids, but I found as I grew older, I realized that teaching was going to get old for me. There wasn't enough creativity for me in that. I don't consider myself an artist until I started, building these homes. And I don't know if they're the work of art or not, but I like building them. They're fun, to make them quirky and different things like that. And a lot of guys are like that out here.
Yeah.
So that's not uncommon. So we were talking about passion. That's right. And then my cousin called. I got a cousin and he might be watching tonight. I don't know if he will. But my cousin in West Virginia is looking into a partnership. And I just got off the phone with him and a couple of his buddies. And they're interested in doing a partnership. And I've known him, of course, all my life. His granny was my aunt. And because I was born late.
You're born late.
Late. So my second cousins are more my age. But he's excited about it. And I told him, I said, the thing is, you have to come here and train. You have to really, really train. And I'm putting together a curriculum to know that you're a trained person to come here. Of course, we can visually see that you're good, but we're putting together a video, which will start in about 2 or 3 weeks. And it'll also be used to train people that want to build tiny homes. I really want to do our seminars and our place to come here and learn how to build homes. So that's all going to work all together. But him coming here and be a partnership and learn, and then go back. And I said, listen, to be a partnership, it takes no money on your end.
Right.
If you come here and learn, we will pay you as you learn. We'll give you a place to stay for free to learn. But you'll be tested and you'll be groomed. I mean, you'll go through it, man. And I push. It's just because who I am. I like to push.
Now, do the partnerships, do they get paid? I don't know if this has gotten, because we've only got really 2 partnerships right now. We're really, a true one is just one.
Yeah.
Up in Kentucky. But do they get paid in draws, or how does the partnership get paid?
Yeah, you'll get paid when if say you're going to build an RJO 16-footer.
Yeah.
You'll get part of that money up front, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then part of the money. Now the money is withheld because the house has to be delivered. What's the matter?
I think he's wanting to go pee. He come up here and shoot on the box, and he's ready to go out to pee.
You want to go out, buddy? Come on. Hey, hang on just a minute. Here you go. So you get part of your money up front, and then you get part of your money withheld until the home is delivered. It's checked off. We got a whole system. And then when it's okayed, it looks beautiful, then you get reimbursed for the last part of your money. But you do get paid for all, but we got to withhold it, until it's completed. Not much, just enough. And we build a relationship with these guys, all right, with these people. And it's not just, it's not just a thing where you just build a house.
Yeah.
You have to be a part of who we are, the personality, the craftsmanship. This is a big deal for me, and I'm not in a hurry to do it. So I'm just putting it out there. And I got a childhood friend who's going to do it in October. I've got a
very experienced in remodeling.
He's amazing, amazing craftsman. He's been doing it longer than I have.
Yeah.
And then Greg, my cousin out of West Virginia, which I've known all my life. These guys have got a real conscious of wanting to do what's nice, and they're excited, So it's kind of neat. And I've also got some really cool dreams that, we've got 200 people wanting financing our homes.
Right.
On hold. right now, waiting for 21st Mortgage. So we are on that. We cannot hurry the Secretary of State.
No.
We call every single day.
And just to mention an email that came through to Alyssa from the accountant. The accountant and Alyssa are both calling every day, and the accountant said their hopes was they'll just get tired of us calling and they'll go ahead and they'll go ahead and just throw us up there to get us done.
There you go.
So they're going to call him every day and you hate to be that way, but this is so important. I mean, I know everybody's is important to them.
Yeah.
But we're trying to do that, push them for you.
Yep.
We normally don't do that,
Yep. So, I mean, if we got financing, that's 200 homes. If they all got approved, we got like 44 homes to build on our build list over here. Mm-hmm. And that would be 200 more. I don't want to wait for a year to build your home. I want to build it in a month, 200, whatever it can do.
That's what Karen just said, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. That is true.
Yeah.
And, we just want to do that for you guys. It's, we don't think that's selfish. We're trying to help. We want to get it going.
That's right. And it helps us, of course. We want to build your home business. But it's exciting. It's the thing, the coal fields up in West Virginia have hit bottom.
Really?
Yeah, and the coal probably ain't going to come back. They're saying it's going to be it may not come back. And I've always wanted, my mom and dad's from the coal fields of Kentucky and West Virginia, the real poor Appalachian area. And they fought all their life on this coal. My grandfather, my great-grandfather, my cousins, my uncles are all coal miners. And I always wanted to bring an industry into those mountains and change their life.
Right.
This could actually be it.
This could be it.
And I've also had ideas of the old strip mines that are up in their mountains. Mm-hmm. They revegetate them strip mines, and they're gorgeous up on them mountains.
Right.
And I thought about populating the strip mines, with off-grid communities that are up on them strip mines. We could have complete full-blown communities in West Virginia on these tiny homes on this land that will never be used for anything. And they got beautiful level tops. I've taken Amanda up there years ago, and we were up there, and you can see forever them beautiful West Virginia mountains.
Janet said that her uncle was a coal miner in West Virginia.
There you go.
Ain't that something?
So there's a lot of potential. And the reason, the potential, okay, and we get back to passion, as you can see how it just creates energy, it creates creativity, it creates interest and all that. I didn't set out to do this. I didn't set out to be born to do this. Matter of fact, I despised being a carpenter.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Work.
I had a neighbor across the street that had 7 kids. Mm-hmm. He left before we got up, and he'd come home after we were in bed.
Yeah.
7 days a week.
Yeah.
He had 7 kids, and they never seen him except for 2 weeks out of the summer. They used to take him up north in northern Michigan, and they would fish.
Yeah.
Always gone. And I thought, God, I don't want to ever do that. I hated the physical, boring work of carpentry and all that, and I hated it.
It's hard.
I didn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's heavy lifting. There's all kinds of stuff.
Until I was about 29 or 30, and I was teaching school, and I thought, I need a house. And I can't afford to buy one. Mm-hmm. So instead of, tiny houses weren't anything back then. This was like 1989. Mm-hmm. I grabbed a carpentry book and opened it up and said, this is how you build a house, and this is how you frame a wall, and this is how you go up with it. And I built me a house. Mm-hmm. So 8 months later, I had a 3,000 square foot house and cut the trees down and built it out of rough sawn and cut my own glass.
But I love that you did that because, Randy and I grew up very different. We're the more and more that we're together anymore, I realize looking back now how how many differences we had. And just where I was raised in Morristown and the crowd that I ran with, the men that I was always around, you complained about not having a house. You would have never went to the library, got a book, read it, and built your own house. There ain't no way. We'll get a house one day. I can't afford it. Well, we'll worry about that when we get to it. I was surrounded by a bunch of lazy men. But that was my upbringing. But Randy, for him to go to the library, not know anything about building, to actually build a house, when I met him, it astonished me, his energy and how he, even if he didn't know how to do something, that he would go and do it. So that was very attractive in many ways. Like, oh my God, I've never seen nothing like it. You were like a unicorn.
A unicorn. I was a tigger.
You were a tigger. You were a tigger. I was like, oh my God, like you do like everything.
No. Yeah, I'll do brain surgery. No, and then I'm not smart either. I didn't graduate high school with good honors. I barely got through college. I mean, it just ain't. I always tell it. I've always told you guys, the only thing I know to do is that I'll outwork you.
Jolie said, lazy men, they're everywhere. She said, lazy men, they're everywhere.
Yeah. I'm ashamed to be in the male race. God, the gender race. I call men a race.
Somebody said this a little bit ago. I said I'm just a bum. I don't do anything but watch ITA. He's a very brave man for saying that.
I don't know why. You know what? I don't know why. My dad, he lived in a lazy boy chair. He always said, let's don't say we did.
That's my dad did too.
That's all it was. Let's don't say we did all the time.
Crazy.
I said, Dad, let's go play catch. Let's don't say we did. It'll be there tomorrow, won't it?
You know, a couple of things that's come up that I just want to address so everybody knows the answers to it. And I actually asked this the other day about why are we hinged so much on 21st Mortgage? Tell why we're waiting on them specifically, because they're a specific company.
They are, okay, Warren Buffett owns 21st Mortgage. Their headquarters are in Knoxville, Tennessee. They have another headquarters somewhere else. I can't remember. They got 700 employees just in Knoxville, right?
Yeah.
They only loan to RVs, park models, and mobile home manufacturers.
Yes.
They are honed in, done. They love this industry. They pursued us. They can pump out the loans just like that.
Yeah.
Now you can get a loan from your personal bank. We had a lady come in here yesterday from up here in Tennessee. She's going to go to personal loan, borrow 40 grand.
Yeah.
Done. But it's based on
depends on the bank,
on her
right?
or who she is on her finances, you know. So, but they are just so smooth with loaning the money. You go to Lightstream and SunTrust, it's a big ordeal. They really gruel you through it. These they can get you qualified within an hour. No longer than in the same day, it's qualified and done.
Because they do it for all the mobile homes and things like that. So
Yeah,
it's a big
all of
outfit.
Warren Buffett, I think, has bought Clayton Mobile Homes.
Yes.
Clayton Mobile Homes started in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And it's a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and he bought it.
Yeah.
And so, and actually, Warren Buffett comes to Tennessee and inspects a lot of the factories that are still here.
God, I'd love to see the two of you together. I would love for you to meet with him.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett, you and him. Oh, he'd like you.
Well, thank you, but yeah.
He's already wanting back
He's wanting in the door. It's hot out there.
No, it's hot. It's hot even if it's being an evening.
We will show you tiny homes tonight.
Yes.
And I'm going to show you some other things that are going on. But I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you and what we're doing here. And I think sometimes people don't, our business isn't just about tiny homes. Our business, we are building dreams for people. We're doing the partnership. And I don't know who's listening to this that might think about it. But, you never know who's listening.
That's right.
Ever. Who knows? Somebody across the world, you might need to hear this.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be special or smart or any special talent or anything.
Yeah.
I have a hard time talking a lot of times. I'll say two words in one, and I'm sure I got some brain thing going on in here.
Yeah.
And I'm, I'm not the fastest, smartest, tallest, strongest, quickest, nothing.
Right.
Just average Joe. But the only thing is I've always said, what I don't have, I'll make up with this work.
You did.
And determination, And that comes, and I think, but determination comes from feeling good physically.
Yeah.
All right? Because if you don't feel good physically, you don't going to feel like doing nothing.
That's right.
So when I built that house, a 3,000 square foot house on my own, by myself, everything by myself, because I couldn't afford. It's funny, when I started building that thing, all my friends disappeared. I was going to a church in Knoxville, and not one showed up to help me.
No.
In 8 months.
No.
And that's fine. But I didn't care. I loved what I was doing, and I built that thing.
Yeah, but you don't tell the other side of it. How many people did you go help them with something? A lot. A lot.
And that's fine.
And that's fine. You don't do it to get somebody, but it just kind of shows. It's like,
Yeah.
Can you tell that you had a visitor, like an early visitor this morning?
Oh, yeah. I'm here doing my workout, my yoga, and getting done. The sun's just cracking up over there. 2 headlights pull up. I'm like, who in the world? I look out there, and here's Maria comes out with her dog. Get here, I got bagels for everybody. She had 65 bagels, cream cheese, butter, all this stuff. And she had brought them down from New York, like Brooklyn or some Long Island or something like that.
She hates when you do that. Don't do
talk,
that.
yeah, I got some bagels here. Yeah. So I had to open up the doors and air it out because she's, we don't know if she's infected.
Maria just said, I'm going to beat him one day.
Yeah,
she
and then
said that.
she's probably infected, so I had to pull my shirt up. Carry everything inside. So anyway, the guys.
All the guys got fed.
Yeah, well, we kept her in quarantine and we ate her bagels.
So if you bring something, we'll take it. We'll shun you and take your stuff.
So Maria, next time you want to come over here, we got a life-size bottle of what's that, hand sanitizer?
Yeah, exactly.
And squirt it on her.
And two, we want to mention that Wanda came. I think we did the other day.
Yeah, and Wanda stopped by.
She brought watermelons and...
Amanda wouldn't let her in the office.
I know.
No, Wanda, you're not coming in.
Everybody looked at me too when I told her no. She said, are you not going to let me in there? I said, nope.
Nope. You're not going to do it. You got a ping pong table? Yep, you ain't coming in.
Everybody knows when Amanda's here, you don't get in the office.
It's locked down. And I appreciate that. It should be that way. And it is hard, people coming in and out of here. And they're customers and they want to, pay you and they want to do that. And we're not prepared for this COVID. We actually need another office that's, it has all the disinfectant that comes in.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Now you know what, Debbie? I think Debbie asked this the other day, and I had it in my mind, and I forgot it. What kind of tools and nail guns specifically do you use? Because she's wanting to buy her someone to finish her kit, her home kit or something.
Okay, for her home kit, you don't need any framing nails. You just need a trim gun. Okay, and you can get a little compressor and a trim gun from Lowe's for like $150.
You don't need a nail gun.
A little trim nail gun.
But we use DeWalt.
Finished nails. Well, you don't have to. They're expensive. All right. They're not. Yeah, they got the professional kind, and they got some other. You can just get an inexpensive. You're going to do it one time, build the house. I'd get a little trim gun. You can get a trim gun with a coiled air hose and a little pump. Okay. You'll need a crosscut saw, a little electric crosscut saw.
Yeah.
You can use it by hand, but unless you got some skill, you can't cut everything straight.
If you got friends or go to church or you get in a club or something, try to borrow some of these tools. If you're only going to do it at one time, good. And Janet said Harbor Freight because Harbor Freight's cheap.
Harbor Freight's cheap. Here's some tools these are like professional tools that Mike, who works here, he came in, he started working here about a month ago. And I'm buying a lot of tools off of him. He's got a table saw, bandsaw, drill press, a router table, and he's got a joiner. I mean, this is a joiner, probably costs $1,500. We're going to get it for $275.
Oh, wow.
You can get tools really inexpensive on Craigslist.
And Donna said the pawn shops.
Pawn shop, perfect.
Pawn shop's a good one.
Go to the pawn shop. Really, if you just had a couple hand tools, a drill, a skill saw, maybe a jigsaw, a chop saw, and you're good to go.
And if you get it, Judy said when you're done, you can use it, you can keep it, or if you ain't going to use it, but sell it.
Yep.
To somebody else who'll need it.
Sell it. You know what? That pneumatic nail gun is really good to have. I've done it without. You can actually take one nail at a time, and you can peck them in there. It takes a little bit of time, but it just depends on your budget. But yeah, they're perfectly right. I think for about $500, you can get all the tools you need.
And Sue said some places rent tools.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yep. Depends on how long. You got to be really quick. You want to get it on and get on with it,
Well, that's right. Oh, like an A1. I don't think about that.
Yeah.
They rent out tools.
But it's kind of pricey,
Yeah.
Now, on our kits, and we've offered the kits, and we weren't prepared. I'm prepared to give you the kit and go. As somebody who knows what they're doing can go. What I plan to do in our company, what we're doing, and this is hopefully you'll understand a little bit, is I physically have been in here with Amanda and I'm thinking through every aspect of the flow. I know there's people saying, hey, they didn't get an email, they didn't get a response, or they didn't hear back from somebody here and there. And there's a lot of stories of that reason. It may have been lost. It may have went to spam. You may be too ambitious and want to email immediately that next day or that day. And we've had people send an email and they didn't get a response the end of that day and they were offended. I've got to call a guy tonight at 8 o'clock of a design that I've been doing, and I haven't called him back in a week and a half, and he said, hey, do I just need to move on? And it's like, I'm trying to get there, you know?
Right.
So it is just the way it is.
Yeah.
You guys know, if you've ever dealt with contractors, you'll call them and they won't get back to you. They got 6 jobs going on all over the place, but
Right.
they have to continue with jobs, and it's hard to just keep
It is a
organized
balancing
and
act
keep
and
it
a
on.
half, yeah.
But we're remedying that, all right?
Yes.
We're putting people in place to handle these aspects of our company, because it's not a contractor running all over the city keeping jobs going with him
Right.
by himself with a cell phone.
Sure.
We've got people in place and we're training them, and they've made some mistakes, yeah, but we're trying to train them to understand what to do, and then remove them from certain positions and put them maybe where they're good and see how that'll work. I do that with the guys out there. So after this whole structure of our interior part, we met with the accountants today. We're meeting with the software, like I said, the co-construct, the WASP inventory. We got a lot of
And all
cool
that
things
is
happening.
encouraging and exciting.
Yeah, all that's going to come together. Then once that's done and it's in place, it can handle up to 400 or 500 homes if we wanted to a year. It's endless how many that structure can handle. Then I'm going to go out in the field, and that's when we're going to build 10 homes at one time. All the trailers are going to be empty, and all the men and women out there working will start, and I will instruct how to do things. Now, they've been building and they're good, but there's things I want done exactly right. So every morning I will perform physical work and show this is how I want it done. Then they will perform. And then after lunch, they'll come back, and this is the next step. This is how I want it performed. Take me 30 minutes, and then they perform the next day.
Right.
I'm going to do that through the entire build of a house. So at the end of that house, I can monitor the time, teach them the little tricks that I know, and there's some tricks that the other guys know,
Right.
and we're going to incorporate our knowledge so it's actually demonstrated in front of the entire crew of about 30 people out here.
Right.
That's going to take a couple months, but it's going to expedite, and it's going to help the finishing product and a better efficient and
Right.
better looking product. So I go out there every day, and there's always things that we're needing to tweak and go, and I get frustrated, and all other guys do. So that's never been done where I can just go out and perform. I'm always grabbing and grabbing and grabbing because we're growing so much, and it's hard to take that time out. So that's what we're planning on doing, and I'm excited about that. So while that's going on, we're going to have about 4 or 5 guys building our trusses so we can add to our building. We are busting at the seams. We actually need to finish 200 more feet and add another 400 or 500 feet for inventory.
Right.
Once we get that done,
And a decor room.
and a decor building.
No.
Yeah. So we'll get there. And then, you know what? All that's exciting.
It is.
Now, have I ever asked myself, Randy, is this what you want to do? No. I don't sit down and ponder over what Randy likes to do or wants to do.
Well, everything's been a necessity.
I'm just in it.
Yeah.
I'm in it. I like it. It's fun. We got the land across the street now. I've got more dozers coming in Monday and pulling permits. I got the city coming over here, and it's just,
I mean, that's exciting.
you just get into it and you're just in it. You know, I always thought when I was a kid, I was always taught that whatever this wants, whatever your skin, their flesh wants, is really not really probably a good thing. Because all it wants to do is sleep. It wants to satisfy itself, drink, be in a cool, warm place. That's all it wants. And I always thought that, and I didn't trust, I was taught, you don't trust who you really are, your needs.
Right.
Well, I was out of balance, and I've learned as I gotten older that I do want to trust who I am, because I need to listen to my body, and I need to listen to what I want, and I need to listen to who I am. Because I think I was created, I'm talking about all of us, we were created in a way that we actually do need to do that.
Right.
And I was out of balance. Yeah, there's certain things you want to do, you want to lay down, but that's where it comes in self-discipline and thinking, if I lay in this bed for 3 or 4 more days, I'm not going to be able to get out, and in my mind is going to not want to do anything, and I'm going to feel weak. So you get up, and you realize that after you get up every day, you feel better every day. It's like eating good food. You don't want to eat it at first, but after you do, it becomes a routine, and you're like, wow, my knees don't hurt, or I feel like I got energy at 6 o'clock in the evening still, and I'm not dead on the sofa, I remember when I had the boys and they were real little, and I've worked building log homes all day, and I come home and Lord, my shoulders and knees and back, and I've worked out in the sun like today and hot, and I come in there and I hit the door, and man, they're like, let's go, right? I say, just give me 5, right? And I remember I'd take off my boots, I'd lay on the floor for 5 minutes, man, just rub my feet, and then and I'd get going. Man, we rocked till about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Baths and you know what you do with kids. And I would
Story
rock.
time, ball.
And I'd rock, man, we'd cross mountains and rope swings and build castles and tree forts, everything.
bikes.
Until 10 o'clock at night. And then I'd get up 4 o'clock and do book work and go again, you know? But it was the mentality to be able to get over that little hump and you go, wow, I just get over that a little bit and I feel better. So that's what I do with the business. You know, I sleep on this sofa right here now. I pulled it inside the office. So this is where I've been sleeping, Ace and I in here. And I got these dumbbells where I work out. So I'm able to work out here a little bit and you're closer by. I'm gonna put me a chin-up bar there. But this bed was given to me to one of these guys. You guys probably seen it on a video that I did before. But it flips up. Watch, look at Ace. Man, watch.
He thinks it's bedtime.
Watch him, watch. He gets up here, I kick him out all the time. And you fold this out, right? Watch. He'll get up in it. And I plug my phone up there, and this is where I sleep. I get up about 5, I can do yoga, work out, and fold it back up.
What happened to the cube, they want to know?
Well, the cube is still back there, but I put Bryce where I was at, and the cube was way back in the, and I loved it. It was fine, but I don't know where to put it. And so I was walking all the way around in the morning to use the bathroom and to get coffee, and I thought, I don't care. I just brought my bed up here and sat. So this is where I'm at now until I get time and build my own home. He's gonna get up in there. But I'll build my own house, you know, when we get settled here. I'll have one by winter time or something, you know.
Can we show that? Was
Yeah.
that you?
Look at this. I traded this for a barnwood trim. Curtis's house, he was here.
We were talking about barter just a little bit
And
ago.
so we were I love bartering. So he had, this is a rowing machine, and that's the other part. So you put here, and here's the cable you row.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
And it's like a commercial, like,
Oh yeah, he said the rowing team on the college would use this right here.
wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep, so
So
I'm
you'll
excited.
be doing that Friday to demonstrate.
I'll do it Friday.
Yeah, there you go. That'd
Yep.
be fun.
I love this thing. So I can do a cardio on here, workout. Of course, my big thing is I want to have a big gym here that we can work out in. It'd be cool to have a community center for the whole place for everybody.
Donna said, you can sleep in my house, Randy. Donna, he won't leave.
Donna, what's your address?
It's here. You built Donna's house. You know, the law. Don't tell him, Donna.
Yeah.
She'll learn.
I've lived in about 7.
He's lived in everybody's
Hey,
house here.
I've lived in some you don't know I've lived in.
I'm telling you, we all lock our cars, all our
Yeah.
stuff up.
But this is not, I am not doing this to show a hardship. I'm not doing any of that. This is fine for me. I love being in here. Man, we can talk and go, and Ace has got room to run, and, you know, anyway, it's just, and I can actually keep an eye on everything because we're still not locked down the way we need to be.
Yeah.
So I can hear stuff. I get to go out and I see lights that come on. Way too, you know.
Y'all are like the watchdogs. I mean, it's your place.
Yeah, yep, it's convenient. So, hey, I want to take them out and show them a pond, Amanda.
Can
Or the lake.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that
And
because
what
I
else?
was going to ask you to look a little bit at the shop. The wood
Oh,
shop. that
you
shows-
guys are
I'm
gonna love
not
the
even
shop.
seeing it. I didn't look at it.
All
on
right,
purpose.
we have, you know, the old cabinet shop. Remember this Quonset hut cabinet shop? All right, so then we built a building over top of the Quonset, and I knew later we would take it down.
Yeah.
Well, we've taken down the interior Quonset hut, and
So it's gone.
it went from 700 square feet to 2,100 square feet.
Oh my gosh.
It's
All right.
it's just fun.
Let's see what I can
Come on, Ace.
see of it.
Come on, buddy.
See, I just found a rag that you want.
Good boy. Get out in here in this
He's
heat.
ready. Oh my
This is one of our patrons staying here. She's got plants growing and all that little greenhouse. But this is our cabinet shop. We've been cleaning. That's why it looks like this out here. Let me set these lights on here, Amanda. I don't know if they hooked them back up or not. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god!
Yes.
I've not seen it!
Look how big.
Oh
This is to build you all cabinets.
Oh my.
Is this not awesome?
Oh my God, I had not seen
Big exhaust fan here. Yeah.
My goodness. Let me see if I can go in. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, you get a door.
Then we cut this big door out so we can bring the forklift and bring all the materials in here.
Oh my gosh, there's so much to look at.
We got a vacuum system coming in. We've got the planers going to be set up. We got 2 big table saws, 2 drill presses, 2 band saws.
Oh my God, look at these huge stairs.
Hey, we're not going to show them steps.
Never mind.
The homeowner, yeah, she wanted to be
didn't show them.
surprised. We won't say who they
won't
are.
say
Who they are.
Oh my gosh, look.
Yeah.
It's like its own little factory in here.
And what we did is in the back, we left the remnants of the original Quonset.
Oh my
So we'll always
gosh.
remember where it came from.
And I have signal because is there a router in here?
There is a router in here, yeah.
So we're trying it out.
So we have a router in here, 2 in the big building. Yeah, man, we're just evolving.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, let me turn this light out here.
Insane.
Yep, excited. Now, everybody look, if you're just tuning in, you don't know anything about us, this big building is 2,100 square feet, right?
Yeah.
That's a telephone pole that was on the property when we bought this, and this phone company took them down. They've been up 40, 50 years, and they said, do you want them poles? And I said, yes. So
Wow.
I put them up with a forklift. I put another up right here. We got a little up right here, right? You believe it or not, a telephone pole, even though it's 40 feet, will not span. It'll dip.
Yeah.
So we support it. The rafters that we have up here was scrap lumber. It was given to me. They were old painted 1x12s, and they're finger jointed. That means they're not full boards. They're actually glued finger joint boards that were painted. And so they were really good to me. So I laminated 3 of them together and made 12, 16-foot long rafters with them.
Yeah.
And so they went from telephone pole to telephone pole.
Wow.
And then these are just 2x4s on 5-foot centers. It didn't take hardly anything. The most all the wood slats are just old wood that was almost, it was too twisted to use anywhere in a house. So the only thing we got in here for money, it really is the metal.
Wow.
Now these are the new panels that I'm going to start using, is right here on this wall. You see these panels? They're slick.
Yeah.
It's steel, and the dust will fall right off. So we're going to continue putting these panels
Wow.
all over the ceiling. I just ordered 1,400 of those panels.
Look at the big door. Oh my goodness. Holy cow.
So the ceilings will be insulated. Those panels are 2 inches thick of closed cell foam insulation.
Spray foam.
Yep. So we're going to put the ceiling will be all slick, all the walls, and it'll be.
Oh my goodness.
We could probably almost cool this place down.
Wow. Jeez.
But I say that, I like to point out, like you can see the old building there, man.
Yeah,
that's the bathroom.
bathroom, yeah.
That's where I take a shower. Guys use the bathroom in there, and we've got a water heater. But that's the original room that Bryce and I built that room in a day.
Yeah.
The whole
that's
thing,
right.
all the way down here with telephone poles and everything.
Wow.
And we tore it down.
Holy cow. You can see right in the shop now.
Yeah, I brought the accountant in here today, and they walked just like this, and it went boom.
Oh my gosh. I bet they were floored.
Oh, I was floored. Every time I walk in here, I was like,
It's amazing.
I mean, it was up there on a pole on a forklift.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That is very cool.
Yeah.
I love it. Is there an bathroom here? Does it?
Is a spray booth.
Oh, is it?
We can try it out. Let's see if you can get signal back here. Here's a new bandsaw. See the light kicks on.
Light kicked on.
Here's our spray booth. We're building a door for it.
Oh my God.
This is where we spray. We got an exhaust fan. So now when we spray, it'll go out, everything.
Wow.
Yeah. Got a fan going to dry off what he sprayed here this evening.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it was so needed. Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
There's the bathroom.
Come on. Come on, Ace. Come on. Good
Nothing
boy.
fancy in the bathroom.
No,
No.
just we got a shower, washer and dryer, and a toilet.
Yeah.
So, got an old tub sink. We got our eye wash for emergencies. We got a washer, dryer, a shower, and dogs that drink out of the toilet.
Oh, God. Help us all. Lord of mercy.
Yep.
Happy. Oh. Bless his heart.
Now let's go show the lake,
Okay, let's go.
because you're going to see a rare. This is the only time you're ever going to see this part of the lake. It's done.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be a different lake, and it's kind of cool what we did.
We're like, ooh, Ace. Ooh.
He'll be licking your face later on.
Janet said, no kissing Ace now. And we did not lose signal
That's awesome.
at all.
So the
that-
router's working.
That is a brand new thing right there. To have the router in there. Well, you know what? And to have all that metal that was surrounding it like that.
Well, like you said, it had two layers metal, you know.
Exactly, right.
Come on, buddy.
Oh, I should have brought my... Should have brought my... Oh, my God, that looks good.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so pretty.
But we've used that to build a dam.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I couldn't picture what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that looks great.
So now we're going to seal it up.
Ah.
Yeah.
So what do you? How do you do that? What do you mean?
We're gonna. I got some ideas. I was.
Will this be seen? Will you be seeing that?
It'll all be
or-
underwater.
It looks so pretty like
Yep.
that.
Looks good. Yep. So now I've got a membrane that's going to go in front of it, and we got a way of we're going to work it and do stuff. But yeah, isn't that neat?
Oh my
Yep.
gosh. Yeah, I'm glad David said that too. Said be sure and put that box in a clear like we do the other ones. Otherwise, the dust will kill the router.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go. Yeah, we just put it in, so we'll do that.
Definitely. Yeah, we got the other two in the box.
Oh my goodness! Looky here. So where does the water come from? Just rain?
All right. See that little trench there?
Yeah.
Okay, there's actually a little spring coming out on the right. We're finding after we dug it out, and there's still water coming from over there off the property. It's not runoff water from the main road.
Okay.
So it's actually spring fed. It's a slow trickle.
The picture is real blurry. I wonder why. Let me make sure to clean it. See if that's any better. I'm tapping it too. Oh wow.
Look at that shadow.
Look. Oh, I see it.
Yep.
Wow, that looks great. Okay.
And now all
Ace is like, where's my mud? Where's my water? Oh my gosh, look at him.
Yep. The water will be about 3 foot below this bank. Now, after we finish the pond and after we move everything out of here and we get the communities done and the
Yeah.
parks done and all that stuff, we're going to come in here and regrade all this and bring this grade down so where the water level is really closer to the surface of the ground here.
Yeah.
And this will all be, I want to put trees and some picnic tables, and it'll be a
You're gonna
place.
block this off.
Yeah, and it'll be
Yeah.
a place that you can come and be entertained by the lake and sit here, you know?
And everybody can enjoy it, and
Yeah.
it won't be traffic going
Yeah,
by.
and we've
stuff.
also designing a lake for the prairie,
Yes.
all right? New words on the prairie, we got 36 home sites right
Yes.
now, and that's what we're planning on putting is 36. We thought we'd get 40, I probably could, but the lots are 50 by 60.
And we already have a waiting list, and Kelly was getting a hold because we'd already filled up 30,
Mm-hmm.
and she was going to contact the next 6.
There you go.
6 on the waiting list.
I can't believe that we've got, okay, what's 68? 36 and 36 is what, 72? 72 and 68? 72, 68, 130, 143, something
Yeah.
like that, home sites. So, unbelievable. One thing I never, ever expected was to have a tiny home that would ever be. So, that's just awesome. And it's,
Well, there wasn't even a thought of that there was any need for it, but there is.
yeah, there is a need.
Unbelievable.
And it's
need.
facilitated our building. So
Yeah.
we love that,
Mhm.
you know, majority of them homes we're building that goes in our parks. So that's helping construction. It's helping you guys, and that's why I've actually priced everything to fit. So, you know, the homes are low cost because we want to build your home.
Yeah.
And then we got the community. It's low cost because we want you to live here. And so you're helping us and we're helping you. And that's just how I thought that was a good plan. And it was, I always wanted to sell something where people are like, this is a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I don't have to think about this. I don't have to like, I'm gonna have to really have to squeeze that financially. I'm gonna have to really think about, no, I want you like, I want to step on my neck getting there to get to this thing, because if I don't watch it, it ain't gonna be around.
That's right.
And that's kind of how I tried to structure the business,
Right.
you know, what we do.
And just real quick, just to show, that is Bryce's house.
Yep, that's Bryce's house.
What size?
It's 18 feet and is awesome inside. He's keeping it clean as a pin.
Good.
We didn't know how that metal would handle the sun and the heat and the rain.
How's it doing?
Look at it, it is being wonderful.
Is it good inside?
That's a galvanized, yeah, you got that air conditioner. So that it's aerodynamic, you know, and how it can be towed and go. I want to show this one here. This is Ann's house.
Okay, let's show that.
And it's I like this because it's a 9-foot wide RJO, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a 9 by 18. And
9 foot.
Ann's actually purchased several homes from ours. This one, and we've set this one up and another one. If she's watching, we've got this hooked up to water, power, and sewer. And this is for, she and I have been talking about renting her houses out. And so even though the parks are not complete yet and these are going in the park, we're thinking about setting these up so we can get some people in them and start renting them overnight.
And Heidi had already done that as well. She
Yeah,
was the first,
exactly.
really,
Yeah, right.
to do it for Farley and them that was staying.
Yeah, Heidi did, and then we're going to get Cindy's house ready for overnight rentals, and so we're on it. This is going to happen. So this is 9 foot wide,
And it's an RJO.
and it's an RJO.
Okay.
And we've been in it before, but I think it's kind of cool. You guys will kind of like it.
9 foot wide.
9 foot wide.
Okay.
And we haven't had the air conditioning on
No.
today or anything.
And why did she choose a 9 foot?
Well, it's all right. Let me show you a feature. We still only got a 20-inch cabinet, right?
Yeah.
And we still only have the 32-inch shower.
Yeah.
All right. But what's nice? Look at this. See this closet?
Let me get over here so I can see it.
It's like a built-in wall pantry. And so the
I
9
love
feet,
that.
yeah, the 9 feet gave her a closet right here.
Wow.
The bathroom and kitchen was always fine in an 8-foot RJO.
Right.
Why do you need more space in the kitchen, right?
Right.
In between the two?
Yeah.
So this is a beautiful,
Is there
yeah, what do we got? I
electricity?
think so.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Okay.
Here, let me turn it on for you here.
Yeah, there we go. Oh,
So,
good.
so you've got, that's a beautiful pantry.
Oh, I love it. That's all you need.
All right, look in here, Amanda. Inside the bathroom, this is 9 foot wide. So inside the bathroom, look at that. Here, I'll get out of your way.
Oh my.
So the storage in the bathroom.
Oh, that's great.
So you've taken just the foot difference in the kitchen and bathroom area,
Yeah.
and you've used it for storage. So you don't need a closet.
Oh my God, that's great.
But what I like about the 9 foot wide is once that's over with, once your bathroom's over with, now you got 9 foot wide in the living room.
Yes.
Now this is only 18 feet.
Right.
I mean, I'm talking, you got enough to lay your bed this way. You could have a bed here. You could have a chair. There's a lot of room in here.
Right.
Look at this bed. You could have it here and a chair.
Yes.
Plus, you know, well, let me put the chair over here.
And let me just add this before I lose it in the comments. Lynn is on here. Lynn is one of our sales representatives for Incredible
Okay,
Tiny
yeah.
Home. Lynn Lowe. Hey, Lynn. Said by local news just aired a story on how tiny homes are booming and are getting ready to take off. Huge boom. ITH is in a perfect position to capitalize.
Wow.
That's amazing.
We are setting our pawns up
Yeah.
to do a checkmate, man.
Wow.
Yep. Now, another one.
AC.
Hey, look at this. Cooling it off with the AC unit. That's all we're doing for this whole thing. And a little baseboard heat. You didn't have to get a mini split.
Right.
Right? I don't know what the price is on a 9x18 on our prices. But you don't need any more than this to live in this home. Now, there's no storage loft if you wanted to have that. I preferably don't want a storage loft.
Right.
I like the big open feel in here.
Yeah.
But you can run this air conditioner. There you go. Run the air conditioner, it'll cool this place down.
And get it cool.
And in the winter, you put a little baseboard, a little stack heat.
Yeah.
Keep that fan running constantly.
Yes.
And that circulates your air. Yep. Glad you pointed that out.
I was going to say, because that's, we used to do those,
Yeah.
and now, unless somebody requests it, we don't do the flip up table.
It's
or
a solid.
flip down.
Yeah. And the reason is because I lived in one with a flip up, and when you're cooking, you might use it.
Yeah.
But if you take it down, right, and you set something here, you got to move that to flip it up.
Right.
I don't know. It was just something I came up with. I thought, I like it up all the time anyway. I could do it. So I did paperwork and eat there and all that stuff,
Now, Lynn's bringing up somebody must have asked about the size. It said ITH builds 8, 9, 10, 12, 14 wide, not 5 foot. Would we build less? Like, would we build any size wide, any size
I
long?
never have before, but yeah, we built a 14 footer.
14.
And Bryce built a 12 footer.
What about, I think she said it was 5 wide, 5 feet. Is that what you mean, Lynn? Is that what was asked? 5 foot wide? I'm not sure.
Oh, that'd be tiny.
Yeah. We'll do something like that?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll build anything.
Okay, so we would build, so if somebody wants a 5 by
Yeah, we're not
10,
stuck on what we do, but 99% of what we do
just
is
the majority.
what we do, yeah.
What about 16 feet wide? Gina's asking.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you can carry something like that down the road.
She means half foot, Dana said. She means half foot, like 8.5, 10.5.
Oh, sure.
So anything. It really
Yeah, now,
doesn't
okay,
matter.
all right. Our 8-foot wide homes
Mm-hmm.
are 8'6" outside to outside.
That's what their actuality.
Yeah, so we only build 8 feet because when you put your siding, your gutters, and everything on, you're 8'6".
Yeah.
And that's the
Mhm.
limit.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're already doing 8.6.
Yes, always.
Okay.
And this is 9.5.
Right. And this
Yeah.
is 9.5.
I always use that. This is just what you live in, is the 9 foot, what we build.
We say 9. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Good.
Also, thing to point out is we were talking about the resort, okay? The resort park is that we can actually build taller than that 13.6.
Okay.
All right. Now they're home, they're on wheels, they could leave. You can get an over height permit if you wanted to take your home and head out somewhere. All right. But they're an over height permit, and we can build 14, 15, 16 foot tall. So that's something to consider if you want a resort home or a home here. You could, but it's just when you leave with it, it's going to have a permit. It's going to be a little more difficult than hooking to a truck and leaving.
Right.
But that's something to consider, that you could go on let's say you got 43 inches up here for a loft on a Freedom RJO, go 2 more feet.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you're over 6 foot. That's a pure 2-story home.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And we've only done really 1 2-story home. No, 2. Well, maybe more than that, haven't
What's that?
we? With the family that had there was a complete.
Oh yeah, the whole loft.
The whole thing.
The whole loft, and as a
yeah.
Craftsman, 52 inches up there. Yeah.
Robert's asking, what is the smallest size for the resort?
10 by 26.
10 by 20 for now.
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
Yep.
Brenda, so a 10 by 22 size house is the inside. What's the inside measurements of a 10 by 22 size house? So what's the inside?
Okay, we build outside to outside 10 foot.
Mm-hmm.
So our trailer is actually 10 foot. When we put sheeting on it, siding on it, trim on it, and gutters on it, that's a 3-inch build on each side. So you go to 10 foot 6.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go 10 foot and 10 foot, now a 10 foot wide home, if you use a 2x3, you're losing about 4 inches on each. So 10 foot, 120.
Yeah.
Minus 8 inches. Okay. Was that 112? So you have 112 inches from inside to inside.
Because Angela said, oh, gotcha, because I will be traveling and I was told I have to stay in the legal measurements of 8.5 feet wide
Yeah.
by 13.6 high.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
If you're going to travel in your home, that's what you have to have.
And also, David had a good question. How much more cost increase for that height you're talking about?
We haven't figured one. It was an idea. I think a customer had brought it up, and I thought,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. So if you're interested in that, we will get you a cost for that. We'll get our sales staff a cost too.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to let you know that I had sent to the sales staff a shell costing, if you will, a sheet that shows if you're looking for a shell and you want your house just dried in, then you just want wiring done or plumbing done, they can plug all those little mechanisms in and get you a price of what you want for a shell.
Okay.
So I figured that out.
And two, somebody's asking, Amanda, can I stay in that home next week when I come back or work with Kim, talk about the designer?
Yeah.
Just email us.
Email us, let us know.
Email us, because I will forget. So email, and then it just depends on if because this house is, there's a lady that's coming soon.
Yep.
That's going to be
We need to call her. Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
so we got to find out if we have somewhere that we can put you.
Well, and right now I'm just exposing, telling
Yeah.
you, we'll get this organized for the owner. She has two of these. There's one here, and we have one at the other end of the shop.
Yeah.
It's plugged up and ready to go. And then, of course, she's got a third one too.
Yeah.
So, and we have other people that are wanting to rent them out, but they're actually going to wait until they're into the park areas before. Another thing I wanted to let you know that we do have, we have about 20 lots in all the parks together. That's the Forest, the Beach, and the Prairie. We have 20 lots that will be subletted.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you all didn't get in, and you're saying, oh, I didn't get in, there are still 20 other slots that you can come here and rent without putting a $6,000 deposit down. Now, we're getting that information together, and we don't know how we're going to formulate that, because we don't want to be busy trying to hook everybody up. All right, that's not we don't have the time or the manpower to do it.
Well, what I've been seeing is like on the the blog or whatever,
Yep.
like that everybody's been following on the Facebook and all that kind of stuff. Just put it out there if you're needing to rent a lot.
There you go.
And we're not doing it for people. We're not going to rent it out for you.
Yeah, we're not, but we'll help you. Want to come here? You want to build a house? You want us to build your home, and you need a place to live? We'd love to, sublet that lot. And so, whatever it's up to them, whatever price they come up with. But I know I was talking to some people that came here, and I was telling them, they said, well, how much do you think it would sublet a lot for? I said, you know what? I think they would probably max out at $400 a month, $350 to $400. I said, but your light bill is probably not going to cost you more than $30 a month. And then you got water, maybe 10 or 15. So you could actually live here for $450, let's say $500 with internet, right? A month. So that's $500 a month, and that's paying your sublet rent. So I think she thought it was an awesome deal. So with $500 a month, that's for your electric, your TV, your water, and your rent. So there you go. So that's kind of an idea of what you would pay if you came here on a sublet. You turn the lights out?
Yeah. Can we leave the air on, running?
Yeah, let's let it run.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's good to keep it conditioned a little bit. I'll get it 72.
Awesome.
I'm glad we came in here. This is
Oh, yeah. Oh, and it smells so good.
Come on, Ace!
Somebody was talking about how they love to smell the wood. Oh, look, the windows were open there. Look how cool. Man, it's great.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Shared a little bit of stuff, but it's just what we do. You never know what we're going to show you, what we're going to talk about, and we're just like you. We're just trying to live. One thing I wanted to point out is we've had a lot of people come in, just pull in and want to walk in, right? Mm-hmm. We are still under the COVID, all right, somewhat here. The office is still off limits to everybody. Right. So anytime we're going to do anything, we're going to either come out here on a table and talk, or we're going to go inside the shop. Or somewhere we'll talk, and I'll talk to you. But the girls, we're trying to keep the office closed down. You can come, But if you come unassigned or you don't call,
You have to have an appointment.
we don't know. You don't know if you're going to get to talk to anybody.
Right.
You know, we're all working 24/7. I mean, it's just kick in here all day. There's never just sitting back and like, hey, what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So, love having you, right? But if you just show up, you're on your own. It's a self-guided tour. You sign in your waiver. You can look around, but we're not going to be able to probably have time to talk to you unless you set up an appointment, you know?
Right.
But if you set up an appointment, we'll be glad to talk to you.
Yeah.
All right.
And the appointment with you, we just have to limit them because you have so much to do. Because
Yeah.
you, like today, you had to get to the 911. There's certain things you have to get done.
Yeah.
So we're doing like a Tuesday. Me and Alyssa come up with it: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock appointments. So if you need to,
we're trying to get it just
Right.
1 or 2 hours a day that I'm available.
Yeah,
And the only
just in
reason
the
is,
morning.
you know, I'm developing all this, and we're doing
Nothing's gonna
curriculums,
get
and
done.
there's a lot going on. Yeah.
But you
And
can always talk to sales, and they may not get to you right exactly when because they're super busy too.
Yeah.
But they will call you back.
Yeah.
They will get with you.
now what we are doing is Scott, who lives here,
Yes.
and Steve, and they're all involved in our inventory. Scott's going to start answering our local calls, or our calls that come into the office.
Right.
He is awesome. He's really articulate when he speaks. He's knowledgeable. He lives in a tiny home.
He has
All
a
right.
house from
He
us.
bought one. He lives in one. He's just a great personality. He's going to start answering the phones.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he'll be available for tours.
Yeah.
But it has to have an appointment.
Right.
You can't even get with Scott unless you have an appointment because he's busy doing other things and
Right.
answering calls and being part of our inventory team.
But
okay.
you can come and tour and take pictures.
Yeah.
Anytime you want.
You sure can. You can come in. You won't get them in the office.
Mm-hmm.
You'll walk out front. We'll give you a waiver. You sign it, and then you kind of go in on your own.
Exactly
And
right.
you waived if you get hurt because this is a construction site.
Yes.
There's stuff everywhere,
Yeah.
right? So, but
Please eat cat food.
I wanted to tell you that, you know, I know most companies that I've heard of from customers that came here do not allow just walk-ins. They don't
Right.
encourage people to come here.
Right.
We encourage you. You
Yeah.
can walk out there and look at all of our homes. We had an investor here today. Listen, an investor came here today. I couldn't talk to him. I
Right.
took off. I had to go to 911. I would love to. There's been investor after investor come here wanting multiple homes.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to, you know, talk with them. Matter of fact, I don't know what time it is, but I got to call a guy at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And-
And Dana, yes, people can go into the shop now. 'Cause
Yes.
It's such an open space.
Yeah,
and
we have fans blowing.
And everybody's staying away from each other, so.
Yeah. Now it's still, you know, take it if you will, that you don't think it's serious or not.
Mm-hmm.
We as employers and people that we have a lot of people around here that we care about and we're responsible for a lot of things, we take it seriously. It can't be, we're trying to keep everybody safe.
We have to do what we feel is the
Yeah.
best for everybody.
Even though you may think it's a hoax, some
Yeah.
people think it is, some people don't. Well, we're taking it seriously like it is
taking
serious.
precautions,
And that's just
yeah.
the way we're going to do. It's not slowed our production down. It's not slowed who we are down. We're just taking the precautions and we run with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we do have porta potties that are outside. We hate to do that, but we can't let you in to use the bathroom or anything. We're sorry. It's
Yeah.
just the way it is. We can't.
Yeah.
We have to protect everybody.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. So, all right. Good. Thank you, everybody. Hope you understand all that. And come see us. Like I said, make an appointment if you can. And you can walk through our parks that we have and check out all we're doing.
Right.
Our date of completion still is not, you know, exactly, but the way it looks right now, we're looking at 3 days of rain coming in.
Starting in the morning.
It may not rain full. We're not in the
Right.
type of season where it just rains for time, but we're looking, I'm hoping 6 to 8 weeks.
God.
Well, let's see, we have to run the power here first. Lot smears up. So lot 61
Mm-hmm.
through 68, we're going to finish up probably first.
Yeah.
And we're bringing in 3 other crews that'll be built. And you know what? The other ones will not be far behind.
Right.
Okay. So, but that's what we're trying to implement.
Yes.
The Barbara on this big house.
Oh, the sound's breaking up.
She goes over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
all right.
You're going to finish that. Just repeat that really quick since it was breaking up.
Lot 61 through 68, we're trying to finish first.
First.
All right.
Yeah.
Not that we're picking them.
No.
you know.
It's best construction wise.
Yes.
Yes.
And that'll be done there, and then we can go to the other ones. But they're all really going to be done simultaneously as we go.
Okay.
It's just the way it's being worked
Okay.
out. Yeah. So, all right.
All right.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We really appreciate you taking the time to listen to us and watch what we're doing, and hopefully be excited where we've come from and where we're going.
Yeah.
You know, and if you want to ride this ride, come on in and hey, come on in. The water's fine. Have a great night.
All right. Bye, everybody.